Todd Ryan and Bill McCulloch live here in Scottsdale, Arizona, as we get underway here with the Douglas Miners baseball team, Little League team, as they take on Canyon View, which we just found out Bill McCulloch is from Tucson, Arizona. Douglas up to bat to kick off this game.
So, Ruby Hurtado, first pitch swinging, sends a ground ball through the middle for a base hit. And let me get the 520 people on here.
Now batting,
Mateo Mendias on. Here goes Ruby down to second, and she'll make it without a throw.
Just a reminder, please bring the ball back to the table.
So 1-1 the count. Pitch is low for a 2-1 count now to Mendias. In there for a strike. That's going to even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count now. And got him swinging for the first out. Hurtado will stay at second.
Now back. Vladimir.
So Vladimir Hurtado now up to the plate. First pitch just a little low for ball 1. 1-0. And second pitch misses as well. So 2-0 count. And welcome aboard the 520 Sports Talk viewers from Pima, Santa Cruz, and Pinal County. We are here, the third batter in. Ruby Hurtado on first base, led off on the first pitch with a single up the middle. There was a strikeout, and then now her brother Vladimir at the plate trying to get in. He kind of inside outs it to right field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Hurtado, Ruby's going to score. Vladimir on his way to second. Here comes the throw to third, and he slides in safe. So a triple, and that ball was tagged, Todd, down the right field line all the way to the fence.
Beautiful hit.
And Douglas quickly up once again, 2 days in a row, 1-0. And that'll bring up Gael Avachuco. And I believe he's pitching today, isn't he? Yeah, he's a pitch. Oh, Monteo, okay. Ground ball to the shortstop. Gets by the first baseman, and he's safe. So I'm going to give the air to the shortstop on the low throw. So E6 if you're scoring. And also Vladimir comes home, so it's an RBI on the error, Todd. So 2-0 now in favor of the Douglas All-Stars. Ground ball to the shortstop, misses it, tags second, he gets one. He gets the lead runner, had a little bit of problem, handcuffed him there, but he got the lead runner, and that's what you want to do. So 2 outs now, or excuse me, 2 outs now in the top of the first inning. So Julian Lovetto now at the plate with 2 outs, runner at first. And boy, I'll tell you, these guys are just swinging away. Ground ball through the hole on the left side into left field for a base hit. So Douglas not done yet with 2 outs and 2 on.
And there is the threat of rain, as you can see on the camera, Bill, and there is a possibility that this game could be stopped at some point. They're trying to get the game in as much as they can.
Arturo Diaz, last night's pitcher, did a fabulous job at the plate. Swings at the first one and misses 0-1. Ball gets past the catcher, and that's going to send the runner to third without a throw. And an 0-1 count, or 1-1 count. Wind blowing straight in from left field, so that could hold up some fly balls. Kind of fights it off the fist, fouls it back, and a 1-2 count.
And that wind is also blowing the storm in as well, too.
Yeah. Storm's coming up from Tucson. I just called, and it's raining in Marana. Just low, 2-2 the count.
Yep, that
nice eye at the plate by Diaz.
Wind is really starting to pick up.
Yeah, ball gets away, but not far enough for the runner to advance. And the count goes full, 3-2 as the wind really starts picking up now. Look at the flags, Todd. Flags in left field are just snapping around. And they're going to stop the game now. They're going to put them in, I don't know if they're going to put them in the dugout or in the cars. So we're gonna stop it with a 3-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the first, and Douglas ahead 2-0.
Yeah, so Dan, the man, back at the studio, if you could kind of make a graphic that says weather delay, and we'll be back as soon as we can here. The winds have started to come in and the storm is rolling in, and as soon as we can get back to action, we will. Right now, we just started in the top of the first. Douglas with a 2-0 lead and 2 outs. And we're going to head to our cars right now ourselves.
All right, so we'll be back as soon as we can. Way to get it.
And Bill McCulloch live here in Scottsdale. It's a rainy night, but the game is back underway here. Bill McCulloch, the Douglas All-Stars Miners, did score a few more runs as we resume this game. We're in the bottom of the first, and Douglas leads 5-0.
Yeah, 3 more runs. There was a walk, double, a strikeout, and a couple more hits to get the 3 runs. So Douglas up 5-0 here. The bottom of the first, just 1 batter, but he sent a nice shot into the power alley in right center field and got a stand-up double. So Canyon View with a runner on second and 1 out here in the bottom half of the inning. Pitch gets by the pitcher, over the shortstop, and he's got no play. Oh, throw back to third. Safe on the throwback. He rounded the bag and had to dive back to keep from getting thrown out. So that was Blake Anthony. No, that was Cameron Jacobs. Jacob Smalley now at the plate. First pitch. There goes Anthony down to second base, and he'll make it without a throw. So second and third now for Canyon View. 1 out. They're trailing 5-0, but 2 runners in scoring position. So Jacob steals the base, pitches up high, gets away from the catcher, but not far enough. And the count is 2-0. Still rain coming down now. We had wind to stop the game, and now we've got rain, so we'll see how long they're going to let them play. 1-0 pitch, up high, 2-0.
And Bill, the Miners, Douglas Miners, juniors, are supposedly underway as well, or they were scheduled to get underway to finish off that 1.5 innings they had left to go in that game. We hope to get an update on that soon.
Yeah, they had 1 2/3. There's 1 out in the inning, and they just have a short thing. So 4 consecutive balls is going to load them up, and the base is loaded now with 1 out. So Canyon View's got something going here. 1 out, so you can do sacrifice fly, you can do a bunt, you can do a ground ball to the right side. Any of those 3 are going to score a run. You'd rather not give up an out to trade for a run, but at least it'll get you on the board as the battery mates are talking to each other here. And I think they're just changing the ball to get a dry one out, or a drier one out, I should say.
Right.
And Cade Lee, the catcher, now at the plate with the bases juiced. First pitch in there for a strike. Belt high fastball. 0-1. Lee trying to get the bat on the ball. High and away, ball 1. The count evens up at 1-1. 5-0 here for the Douglas Miners. Once again, jumping out early and making the other team chase them. But Canyon View in a perfect position to get some runs back. A little looper, and it's going to be caught by the shortstop, and wisely the runners get back. So there wasn't a double play. 2 outs now in the inning, and that's going to bring up Mateo Moyers. He's a non-position player. If you haven't followed the game, everybody bats. Obviously, there's only 9 positions in the field. And so the rest of them are designated as extra hitters. So 2 outs now. Little number back to the pitcher. He's going to take it first. And believe it or not, Todd, they get out of the jam and retire the side. So they left the bases loaded here in the bottom half of the first. And after 1 complete, the Douglas Miner All-Stars 5, Canyon View 0.
Thank you so much, Bill, and thank you so much to our presenting sports sponsor, SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. Thank you as well. Going out to Ed Morse Automotive Group of Sierra Vista. Cochise County is now backed by Morse. A big thank you to one of our big sponsors as well, Desert RV in Huachuca City. Jeff Rose and company over there building more than just an RV business. They're giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Learn more at desertrvcenter.com. And a big thank you going out to Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, TV, and phone service in Sierra Vista. The best coverage in Sierra Vista around. allofiber.com for more information. And thank you to Eagle Plumbing, providing expert service throughout Cochise County for more than 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from small leaks to major repairs. They're only a phone call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports. And Bill, we head to the top of the second inning here in this Douglas junior, no, it's minors game.
Minors game,
If there's minors, juniors, seniors, you got to keep track of it all.
Kind of interesting when you're doing the sponsors, the rain let up and now it's coming back down. So we're going to have Jeremiah Ortiz, Willie Leafstone, and then the top of the order with Ruby Hurtado coming to the plate in the top of the second for the Douglas team.
Hopefully we can get this game in. We were already delayed already.
Yeah, and I think they're going to try because they know that this field isn't available tomorrow. So I think they're going to do their best. So Ortiz steps to the plate, leading off here in the top of the second with a nice 5-run cushion. Pitch right at the knees of the fastball, 0-1. Up high, swings at that high fastball, and I was telling the kids, lay off that pitch. You're not getting, nothing good is going to come of that. You're either going to pop it up or you're going to tap it back to the pitcher. So 1-1 the count. Moves him out of the box inside, so 2-1. Yeah, 1-2 on the scoreboard, but it's 2-1. And same pitch inside. So I don't know if we missed a call or the scoreboard's incorrect. They have it 2-2. It should have been 3-1, but he goes down swinging, so that's the first out. So Willie Leafstone coming to the plate with 1 out, nobody on. Canyon View playing short in the outfield, and a hit right in between the hole at second and first, and the right fielder fields it, a base hit for Leafstone, so he's on with 1 out. And the top of the order with Ruby Hurtado. Ruby's had an interesting series. 2 games ago, she got hit in the back going from first to second on a steal, and then in the batter's box got hit in the shoulder, so she got roughed up a little bit. First pitch swinging, fouls it straight back, 0-1. She did not play a position yesterday. I think the coaches just wanted to let her work the soreness out, but she's back today, and she's an integral part of this game, especially being the leadoff hitter. And you're thinking, well, she's small stature, but she sent a rocket to the right field power alley 2 days ago, and she can definitely. And there's a line drive into left field, a base hit, and it gets past the left fielder. That's going to score a run. Hurtado on the way to second. She's rounding third. Here comes the throw to third, and they get her at third base. So she probably should have stayed at second, but the coach was waving her around. You got to watch the coach. That is the second out. You don't want to make the first or the third out at third base. That's kind of a unwritten baseball rule, but throw her out, trying to stretch a double into a triple. But she did get an RBI, and Douglas adds to their lead 6-0.
They got that ball. Once he picked that ball up, he got it in.
Yeah, he got it in pretty quick. It was a good defensive recovery for Canyon View. And Mateo Mendias at the plate now. 2 outs, nobody on.
Douglas choosing to be aggressive on the bases, as they usually are.
That time it kind of bit him, but better to be aggressive than to be passive, especially in tournament play. Ball's up high, so 1-1 the count now to Mendias. 1-1 pitch right there. Thigh high outside corner, strike two. Nice fastball. Boy, just missed. And that'll even the count up at 2-2. Left fielder bats from the left side. You don't see that too often. And swing and a miss for the out to retire the side, but not before Douglas tacks on another run and has a 6-0 lead heading into the bottom of the second.
A big thank you to La Sierra Grill and Steakhouse. Thank you, Manuel, for your support. Manuel, the owner, is, of course, a Douglas native, and he has this great restaurant, La Sierra Grill and Steakhouse in Hereford, proudly supporting these young athletes at tournament time here and throughout the year with our sports coverage in Cochise County. La Sierra Grill is now serving lunch specials from 11 to 3. Taco Tuesday. Don't forget, Taco Tuesday is their biggest day, and they got some great deals for you every Taco Tuesday. And they are open on Tuesdays as well for lunch specials from 11 to 3 on Tuesdays, and they'll open until 7 p.m. Also, want to let you know their new hours are Tuesday from 11 to 7, Wednesday and Thursday from 3 to 7, Friday 11 to 8, and Saturday from 11 until 9. La Sierra Grill Steakhouse, where flavor lives. And a big thank you to Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for more than 10 years on residential and commercial plumbing projects, backed by a lifetime of industry experience. Proud supporters of and athletes. Well, the Douglas All-Stars of Miners gets another run as we head to bottom of the second, isn't it, Bill?
Bottom of the second. Yeah, the scoreboard's not correct.
Okay, bottom of the second, and they lead now 6-0. And the one thing I did notice, Bill, which is refreshing to see on this game, there's actually 4 umpires.
Yeah, no, they're doing it right up here in Scottsdale as opposed to the circus that they have in Mesa with no umpires and the game starting an hour and a half late for the Tanque Verde girls and a couple games back, and then one umpire having to make all the calls and stuff. So, yeah, full complement of umpires here. So Blake Anthony, the center fielder, to lead it off here in the bottom of the second. And Tucson Canyon View down 6-0 here in the rain in North Scottsdale. Pitch to Anthony in the dirt, and quickly 2-0. He's ahead in the count. Base coach right in our shot, too, for the home plate. 2-0 pitch, turns him around, so ball 3. Mateo Mendiz on the bump for Douglas, and 4 straight balls will send him down to first base. And their leadoff batter is aboard. Now, bear in mind, they left the bases loaded last inning. They could have cut into that lead, and now they're behind 6-0. So you want to definitely take advantage of the opportunities presented to you. Squared around the bunt and pulled away for a ball, 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Up high for a ball, so that's going to make it 2-1 now. Adair at first base, the right fielder, as a result of a walk. And the catcher saw something he didn't like. He's going to talk to the pitcher real quick. Infield joins him. And we apologize for getting back late. We were told they were going to re-warm up at 8:40. We got here about 8:42. We're thinking 10, 15-minute warm-up, but they had already started playing once we got back. And when we left, in the original weather delay was 2-0, got back at 5-0, and now 6-0. So we got you caught up from there. 2-1 the count now. And a hit to center field, but played exactly where he should have. Had him pegged and got the out. So 1 out now. Runner still at first base. And Gavin Brostia comes to the plate. Second baseman. Douglas would love to get that inning-ending double play. First pitch at the knees on the inside corner, 0-1. Now remember, in this level of Little League, you cannot lead off like normal baseball. You can't leave the base until the ball crosses the plate. Swing and a miss, and behind on that one, kind of threw it past him. 0-2 now. So Brastia here waiting with an 0-2 count and a runner at first with 1 out. Kind of inside outs it or over to the first baseman. He takes care of it for the second out. Jammed him in on the fist on a nice inside fastball and just an easy pop fly. Gael Avachuco playing first base, one also a very good pitcher. Swing and a miss. He took a little off that, and the batter was way out in front of it. Blake Palmer, the center fielder, at the plate. 0-1 count. Started to swing, held up, and umpire called it a ball. 1-1. Palmer at the plate, Adair at first base. Half swing goes to the backstop, and he'll take second base without a throw.
He threw it back to the pitcher already. Where'd he go? He threw it back to the pitcher already.
So first base umpire calling him safe. And a 2-1 count. Three and 1 the count now is Douglas behind in the count. Ryder Vuccarelli at the plate. And pop straight up. Pitcher's going to call for it and put it away. That's going to retire the side. No runs, no hits. 1 man left on at the end of 2 innings. 6-0. They finally got the scoreboard. We're trying to have to second guess the scoreboard here, but I think they've got it right now. It'll be heading into the top of the third, and the Douglas Minor All-Stars up 6-0.
All right, thank you, Bill. And you could tell as the Douglas boys were heading back to the dugout, they're feeling good and good energy. They have a nice lead now here. They just got to continue to build on that. If you're a Douglas All-Star fan, you got to feel good right now. Congratulations to Grasshopper Landscaping supporting they wish, by the way, the Douglas team, congratulations for making it this far from Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. And also they do pool cleaning services at Grasshopper Landscaping as well. Copper Queen Community Hospital is a big supporter of all of our live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live. Don't forget, they have a physical therapy department now open in Hereford. You can schedule an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy today by calling 520-432-6435. And thank you as well going out to Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, serving our community for 45 years with a great pizza, wings, and sandwiches. And we're back and ready to get underway here. Douglas is back up to bat, looking to add their lead in the top of the third, leading 6-0. Bill McCulloch, take it away.
I'm trying my hardest to keep this lineup paper dry. So Douglas here in the top of the third, already up 6-0, trying to add to that.
41 pitches.
Yeah, the Canyon View pitcher already up to 41 pitches, 32 for the Douglas pitchers. Over his head inside, 2-0.
Well, their main concern, since we're in the loser's bracket, is winning a game.
Yeah, but you can't hold anything back if you're on the short end of the score. That was going to bounce in front of the plate and get behind the catcher. So 3-0 the count now. Squares around a bunt, pulls back, and 4 consecutive balls will put him on first base with a walk. And once again, Douglas gets their leadoff batter aboard, and that was Vladimir Hurtado. Had a great tournament here. Gael Avachuco at the plate now. Right down the middle, strike one. 0-1. Avachuco, another one of the good Douglas pitchers. And a hard hit ball to the shortstop. Nice pickup, goes to second base, on to first, and got the double play. They're calling him safe at first. I don't know. Apparently he pulled his foot. And safe at first, so 6-4 on the fielder's choice. But a great play by the shortstop. That was hit pretty hard, and he fielded it cleanly, a race to second base, and then on to first, and almost got the double play. 1 out now here for Douglas as Avachuco's on first base, and this brings up Mateo Villalobos. One thing about this Douglas team, they definitely swing the bats. Very aggressive at the plate and also on the base paths. First pitch gets by the catcher, but bounces right back to him, and they go on the second, and they got him at second. So it was a close play at first. They called him safe when the first baseman pulled his foot, and they nailed him at second trying to steal. And quickly 2 outs. Yeah. Nice pitch by the catcher.
All right. That umpire, by the way, is 14 years old. I called him out.
Oh, is it? Okay.
They got one of those younger umpires.
And into the hole in right field for a base hit. So that was hit right between the first and second baseman into right field for a base hit. So a 2-out single here for Douglas with Villalobos, and that'll bring up Julian Loretto. And he hits it to left field, and it'll be put away to end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And at the end of 2.5 innings, Douglas leads 6-0.
Yeah, I was told, talking to the umpires before the game, that they do their best here to try to keep a full contingent of umpires, and they are very willing to train and work with even younger youth, like this situation over here. I guess he's going to turn 15 soon, from what I understand. But I was just kind of curious, because you don't see a lot of younger.
No, that's true. Apparently he likes to do it, and you got to start somewhere. Every umpire, every adult umpire in the field was that age at one point. And it's good to see the youngsters out there. He made a perfect, he made a proper and a perfect call at second base on that throw out. So
yeah, he was right there.
Yeah,
and he had a nice movement on his out, the way he moved his arm.
Yeah, the first base umpire, when he called it safe, I thought they'd hit into that double play, but very aware that the first baseman for Canyon View's foot came off the bag, and hence the safe call.
Thank you to our presenting sports sponsor, SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. Thank you to Seniors Helping Seniors. Their caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations. Learn more at southernarizonaSHS.com.
So Blake Palmer leading it off here for Tucson Canyon View in the bottom of the third. First pitch strike, belt high fastball, starts him out 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Kind of tapped in front of the mound. He's going to pick it up, go over to first base, and get him by a step and a half for the first out. Palmer hustling down the line made it close. And Ryder Vaccarello, I hope I'm saying that right, coming up to the plate now with one out and nobody on. First pitch, high strike at the letters, 0-1. In case you were wondering what was going on or you maybe joined us late, we got the first inning in, or part of the first inning, and then there was a weather delay due to lightning, and then when we came back, the rain started, but they have to get this game in if they can do it because these fields are not available tomorrow. So umpire's doing a great job, and right now it's basically stopped raining. Now the wind is still blowing out to left center. And tapped down the third baseline. That's going to roll foul in the count 1-2. So Douglas on that weather delay yesterday came back and just picked up where they left off with the Kingman game, scoring right there when the game resumed, and the same thing tonight coming out after the weather delay, and they've added 4 runs since then. Lays off of it for a ball. The count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blake Barnes on deck for Canyon View. Erica Barnes, his mother, fabulous softball player with national championships, rings, and just an all-around good friend and big supporter of 520 Sports Talk. And it was just fantastic to see her prior to the game tonight. So 1-1 the count. Low again for a ball, 2-1, 3-1, excuse me. And actually the scoreboard showing full count, but they've been taking the dot, putting the dots on, taking them off. So it is full count. Home umpire just held up 2 fists. So. Payoff pitch. He misses low, and that'll send him down to first base and bring up Blake Barnes. I don't know what happened there. Now they're having the top of the order, Otis Faring. So I'm just going by the batting lineup that they gave me. And kind of hits a high one. Was going to catch it on the fly and nipped him at first base. And a double play as the runner at first went down. It was dropped. He kind of had to wait because there was a line drive. Got his glove on it, dropped it. But with the runner coming from the plate, that's a force out. He was going back to first and a little confused. So a double play to end the inning in kind of a non-traditional way. And the Douglas All-Stars, you want to call them Bulldogs. The Douglas All-Stars get out of that inning with no damage and lead 6-0 coming up in the top of the 4th.
Well, even the coach of Kingman was a little stunned. Like, did that just happen?
The Canyon View coach?
Oh,
yeah.
Canyon View.
Yeah.
That was...
I'm calling them Bulldogs and you're calling them Kingmans.
Well, at least Douglas and Bulldog, they basically are Bulldogs for the whole.
They're going to be a future Bulldog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only one high school in Douglas, so they really don't have a choice where they're going to go unless they move out of the area.
Exactly. But good heads-up play there.
Yeah, very much. And the coaches, you could hear them tag him. They were yelling out instructions from the dugout.
Right.
So that was odd. I mean, you can't really, remember, these are 8, 9, and 10-year-olds. You can't really fault him for that. He did what he had to do. He held up, and the shortstop dropped the ball. It should have been just a line drive out, and he was kind of caught in no man's land. So that's just an unusual double play. You can't really fault the runner for that just because you don't see that plays very often. That should have been caught just for a single out, but he was heading back to the base, and then when he dropped it, he made the out at first, and then the Douglas coaches were yelling to the infield, the first baseman, to tag him, and that's what happened. So
big thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud supporters of our young athletes all season long. If you're looking to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate professionals, the Sherry Ethel team. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Contact them for all of your landscaping needs.
So top of the fourth, Arturo Diaz, last night's pitcher, winning pitcher. First pitch swinging is a ground ball over to second base. He's going to flip it on over to first for the out. 4-3 on the put out for the first out. And that'll bring up Emilio Garcia, the first baseman for Douglas.
Leg, 2 last time.
How about Emilio Garcia?
Derek, 2 steps back. Yeah, back up, Derek.
So Garcia at the plate with 1 out, nobody on. Hits the first pitch and hits it a ton over the left fielder's head. That's going to go to the fence, bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. Boy, he got a hold of that one. About a belt-high fastball and took it for a ride. So a 1-out double now for Douglas, as Jesus Dominguez comes up with Garcia on second base. And Douglas once again in business with a runner in scoring position. First pitch low, 1-0. It has stopped raining. I shouldn't have said that. It'll probably start raining again. Up high, 2-0.
Where's that one?
It's actually perfect now for baseball,
it
practically.
is.
Yeah. No wind.
Just
very little wind.
Very little wind. In on the inside corner at the thighs for a strike, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch lifted to left field towards the foul line and is foul, so he'll go back to the batter's box. And Garcia back to second base. So the count 2-2 now to Dominguez. Ground ball to the shortstop. Throw over to Beggs. And got him by a half a step for the out. And that's the second out of the inning on a bang-bang play.
Let's get it, guys!
And Ian Quijada will be the batter with 2 outs now. And the runner did advance to third, so nice job hitting it to get the runner over. They're going to pinch run for the runner at third. First pitch up high, gets behind the plate. There's not a lot of room behind the plate, and generally the balls have been bouncing straight back to the catcher, so no advancement on the base runner. And a 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch backs him off the plate, but a strike on the inside corner. And that was a fastball. That wasn't a curveball. I don't know why they were bailing out of the box, but 1-1 count. Tries the other side, just misses, 2-1.
Come on, defense, back them up, let's go. Blake, scoot in. Blake Clark, scoot in, both of you guys.
Low and outside. So that's going to run the count 3-1, Todd.
We do have an update on the juniors game. Douglas, the game was canceled. They have to play on Wednesday, and it looks like the championship game will now be moved to Friday.
Okay. Chopped off the plate, back to the pitch. He's going to flip it over to first to end the inning. So Douglas had an opportunity, did not get the run across. Good job by the Canyon View guys to get out of the jam. And at the end of 3.5, we still have a 6-0 game.
Which is kind of amazing to me that they decided to cancel that game because we're playing and it's actually pretty nice right now.
Yeah, but that's a long way to go over to East Mesa. That's about 20 miles.
So they could be having the worst of it
They
there.
could be getting the other storm coming up from the south, yeah. So the junior game is canceled, or the partial, trying to finish it. They're having a hard time finishing up that inning in 2/3.
Yeah, so that...
Lights went out, if those of you are wondering, the lights went out on a timer because that second game started late because the first game went into extra innings. And then the lights at the Red Mountain Park are on a timer. They went out. Obviously, you can't finish the game, so they were trying to finish it today so they could play on Wednesday. But now they're going to play it tomorrow, and the championship game, Todd, you said it was moved to Friday?
No, they're going to try to play it on Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay.
Because remember, those are the fields you can't play
That's
tomorrow.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it was these are the fields.
No, it's the juniors that they had. And that's why they wanted to try to get it done today.
That makes sense.
So yeah, you're right. It can't even finish in
inning in 2/3.
Inning in 2/3. Having a difficult time.
I thought this was the field that was they had to get the game in.
So it looks like the juniors of Douglas will now try to finish that game on Wednesday, and if they win, they were already leading 6-0, just like the score here.
They just need 5 outs, so
5 outs. And then they'll play for the championship game on Friday. So I guess, Bill, it looks like we'll be here through Friday now.
Exactly.
We thought maybe we'd be done by Thursday, but it looks like now, because of the weather situation, it'll be Friday.
Yes, indeed.
So we'll have some Friday night baseball.
Yes, we will. Remember, Major League Baseball All-Star game tomorrow. First pitch here in the bottom of the 4th is a strike, 0-1.
I'll pick the National League to win that, Bill.
I always root for the National League. I'm a Padres fan.
Me, of course, Brewers, being from Wisconsin.
Half swing. They're going to peel at first, and he says swing. He went through the zone, so called strike, 0-1. Cameron Jacobs, the first baseman, at the plate. 0-1 pitch, up high, 1-1. Next time it was Blake Anthony, and Cameron Jacobs is now going to be the batter. I think they might have switched the batting order when they came back because the card I got was prior to the game, and I'm just going to have to try to listen to the PA announcer if I can hear him.
Not bad.
So Cameron Jacobs is the batter with 1 on and the leadoff man aboard. First pitch swinging, fouls it down the first baseline, and everybody will go back.
Thank you to our presenting sports sponsor, SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community.
So Jacobs, 0-1, up high by his eyes, 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late on that one. Nice fastball for a strike. And a 1-2 count. 1-2 pitch in the dirt, gets behind the catcher, and that'll send the runner down to second without a throw. So once again, Canyon View with a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the fourth, trying to get that 0 off the scoreboard. And another meeting called by the catcher. They may just want to reset the defense, make sure everybody's on the same page. And a 2-2 count to the batter.
The Douglas Miners, Bill, going for their 4th win in a row after losing their very first game
6-4, yeah,
in the tournament. It was a close one, and then they've been just on fire since that first game.
And I talked to the head coach, and I believe the only ball club left in the winners division is the one that beat them. There's a line drive and played perfectly by the center fielder and got the double play on the throw back to second. And a nice double play and perfectly played by the center fielder. That was hit right on the line, but he had him played shallow, got it, and the runner at second straight off too far and was doubled up. So quickly, with the leadoff man on and nobody out, goes to nobody on and 2 outs now.
What a play, Bill.
Yeah, because that ball was hit hard. He just had him played, he had him positioned perfectly. And a fly ball down the left field line. Long run for the left fielder. It's going to just fall foul and no play. Yeah, they must have changed the batting order because I've got the old list. Pitch holds up and a ball low. So 2-1 the count. Ruby Hurtado now playing second base too as well, Todd. And pops it up. First baseman called it off and makes the catch to retire the side. So as it ended up, it was 3 quick outs after an opening walk here in the bottom of the fourth for Canyon View, and they come up empty once again as we head to the top of the fifth. The Douglas Minor All-Stars ahead 6-0.
Big thank you to Vista Pros. Tonight's live sports coverage brought to you in part by Vista Pros Heating and Cooling. Proud supporters of our local athletes of the community we call home. Vista Pros, local, reliable, and professional. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC in Sierra Vista, pioneering a visionary approach centered on customer service. Visit prestigesierravista.com. TWN Communications, delivering affordable, reliable, high-speed internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. American Southwest Credit Union, proud to cheer on our hometown athletes. They believe youth sports help build character and create the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud. At American Southwest Credit Union, your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. And MORSE Automotive Group in Sierra Vista, inviting you to stop in and experience the difference. Cochise County is now backed by MORSE. We thank them as well for their continued live stream sports coverage and all of our great sponsors. We can't do it without them. And Bill McCulloch, we head to, I believe,
Top of the fifth.
Top of the fifth. And the Douglas Minor All-Stars lead 6-0. We're cruising along here, Bill.
Yeah, game's kind of sailing along now that we've resumed it after the weather delay. So Jeremiah Ortiz leading it off here in the top of the fifth for the Douglas boys. First pitch, low, 1-0. Fouled straight back to even the count, 1-1. Douglas is really aggressive with the play. You don't see them going down in order, 1, 2, 3, very often. They always at least get a runner on. Up high for a ball, 2-1.
Let's get the chat going, folks. As usual, I like to rally the chat. Feel free to make a comment. Who's your favorite player? Who's your favorite team?
Outside corner for a strike. 2-2. That goes for the 520 Sports Talk. You guys can talk it up on our feed on the Facebook page as well. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. So Ortiz strikes out, and that'll bring up Willie Leafstone.
William.
So Leafstone comes on with the bases empty and 1 out. First pitch in there for a strike, knee-high fastball right on the outside part of the plate. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Grounded to the shortstop, long throw across the bag and gets him by a step. So quickly 2 outs for Douglas. That'll bring up the top of the order, and Ruby Hurtado with their signature pink spikes coming to the plate. I'll tell you, don't let that small stature. And a bat is flying on the infield if you can catch it, Todd. First pitch just misses outside, 1-0. Yeah, don't let her small stature fool you. She hit a gapper to right center 2 games ago. High fastball went after it. I kept telling her, lay off that high fastball. Nothing good can come of that.
She got a lot of power in her swing.
She does. She has a good bat speed and good form. And she's going to pop it up to the pitcher, and he's going to take care of it and put it away as the bat continues to dive bomb the infield, and that'll do it. That's the first time Douglas has gone down 1, 2, 3, and at the end of 4.5, we have a 6-0 lead for the Douglas All-Stars.
And thank you to our sponsors, including Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, TV, and phone service. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan. Now available in Sierra Vista. Eagle Plumbing has been providing expert service throughout Cochise County for more than 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from small leaks to major repairs. They're only a phone call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports. Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less, and no vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Big thank you to Sonic at Sierra Vista. Don't forget Wednesdays are Wacky Pack Wednesdays with kids meals for just $2.49. And on Thursdays, corn dogs are only 99 cents. Sonic in Sierra Vista. And we head to the bottom of the
fifth inning
now.
Canyon View. Tucson Canyon View still looking for their first run of the game. We believe Cade Lee is the batter. Like I said, they changed the lineup card after they resumed it after the weather delay. It is Cade Lee, the catcher. Okay. So Canyon View has gotten their leadoff batter aboard the last 2 innings, but a double play and just haven't been able to get him across. First pitch almost hit him inside at 1-0. Long look in at the plate. And the 1-0 pitch. Lee squares around the bunt, pulls back, and it's high, 2-0. So 2-0 to Lee, trying to get on and get things started. 2-0 pitch once again, squares around the bunt, pulls back, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Up high, 3-1. So Mendia's trying to get a strike and misses him again and walks down to first with the leadoff batter aboard here in the bottom of the fifth. Mateo Moyer is now at the plate, and once again the catcher goes out to the mound to talk things over. I got to believe this is more for the infielders to make sure that they have them placed right. But a good job by the catcher when he sees something that needs to be addressed. So Mendiaz looks in. And the first pitch to Moyers, squares around the bunt, ball's outside, 1-0. Once again, squares around, ball gets away, and that's going to send the runner to second base without a throw.
And the fans of Canyon View
trying to rally the troops.
Bill trying to rally them. There's a good contingent of fans.
Coming up from Tucson as Lee takes second base on the wild pitch. And that's going to bring out Coach Chewy Martinez to the mound. And Cade Lee going over to do his third base coach for some instruction. 6-0 here if you joined us late, and we are glad that we have the eyes of Southern Arizona on this game. Cochise County watching on Cool FM, Pima, Santa Cruz, and Pinal County watching on 520 Sports Talk. So Moyer's up with a 2-0 count, strike at the knees, and that's 2-1 now for Mendiaz. Line drive into left field down the line. That's going to score a run all the way to the fence. Moyer's rounding second. Coming into third, and they're going to get him. They got him in a rundown. Oh, no, they didn't get him safe. I thought he was dead to right, and he snuck back on a late throw. They had him in the pickle, but they threw late, and he got back on second base. And no outs, and their first run for Canyon View gets that 0 off the board, and we have a 6-1 ball game. Still some work to do for Canyon View, but they're on the right track. As once again, Coach Chewy Martinez goes out to talk to the third base umpire. I'm not sure. He didn't go out of the baseline or anything. It was a good call. Derek Adair now, the right fielder, with a runner at second base and one run already crossed the plate in the bottom of the fifth. Turns him around, but strike called. Now the ball gets away, and that's going to not be far enough for Moyers to advance. Once again, not a big area behind home plate, and there's a wall that the ball seems to bounce straight back to the catcher. So A wild pitch is not necessarily a base advancement. Up high for a ball. Count evens at 1-1. Adair up there with a 1-1 count, trying to bring his teammate home. Swing and a miss on a sinker and a 1-2 count. Nice sinking fastball from Mendiaz. And the 1-2 pitch. Bounced in front of the plate. Nice job by the catcher to keep it in front of him. And the count evens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the dugout for Canyon View comes alive as they get on the board, and they're not finished yet. No outs here in the inning. And chopped down the third baseline. He's going to be a foul ball, and everybody goes back. So 2-2 the count now. So Adair trying to get a pitch he can drive. Once again, wind's picking up a little bit, blowing out to left center. Pitch, got him looking with a high fastball. That's a K backwards in the scorebook if you're keeping score. And the first out of the inning.
And that's a big out for Douglas.
That is a big out. Gavin Bronstein, the second baseman now at bat. Runner still at second. So Moyers at second, Bronstein on at the plate. Ball gets behind the catcher, and now he's going to go to third and is in there well ahead of the throw. So time called by the third base umpire. Boy, what night and day operations here in this tournament up here in North Scottsdale than they had in Mesa. Good field, good umpiring. It's just, full complement of umpires. I felt sorry for that one umpire. He was the only one at the game, and he had to be behind the plate, so he had every call, and a very difficult job. So Bronstein at the plate with a 1-0 count, and now Moyers at third base, trying to get across for the second run of the inning. 6-1. And Diaz to the plate, squared around the bunt, pulled back, and a high fastball is a strike. So 1-1 the count. And Diaz to the plate, 1-1 count is a base hit into center field. That'll score a run. And Canyon View coming up with 2 big runs here in the bottom of the 5th to trail 6-2. So the boys from Tucson getting the bat on the ball now after they've seen Mendiaz a couple of times, getting the timing down.
And showing themselves that hope is still alive.
So once again, Coach Chewy Martinez going out to the mound, and let's see if we have a pitching change. 3 pitchers for Douglas are ineligible to pitch because of a pitch count. And they're going to bring the center fielder in to pitch to try to stop the bleeding here with 1 out. 2 runs across the board for Canyon View. And they're not done yet. Runner at first base. In the person of Gavin Bronstein. Blake Palmer, I believe, is going to be the batter. Once again, they did a little bit of changing up on the batting lineup during the weather break.
Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. Their physical therapy department is open in Hereford. Schedule an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy today by calling 520-432-6435. Thank you as well going out to Vinny's Pizza, Sierra Vista, serving our community for over 45 years. Thank you so much, Chip at Vinny's, for your constant support in our sports coverage so that we can bring these games to you free of charge as well. Sierra Toyota, they want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away.
So Jesus Dominguez coming in relief for Douglas, getting his warm-up tosses in. And Gavin Bronstein on the base paths at first base. 1 out here and 2 runs across for the Tucson Canyon View All-Stars. So Blake Palmer will be the batter, the left fielder. Douglas already turned 1 double play. They would be a good time to turn another one to end the inning here. We'll see what happens.
6-2 the score. Douglas in the lead. For Dan the Man back in the studio, thank you so much for staying later tonight, doing the producing of this game. Much appreciated, Dan.
Dan the Man getting hazard pay tonight. All right. So Palmer at the plate, Bronstein at first base, and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 runs coming across the plate as of right now. Once again, Palmer, the left fielder. Squares around to bunt, pulls back, and the ball's in the dirt for ball 1, 1-0. Pitch, late swing and a strike. So 1-1 the count now to Palmer. Curveball took a little off of it and a little out in front for strike 2, 1-2. Remember, this is an elimination game. Both teams are in the consolation bracket, so winner advances, loser unfortunately goes home. So 1-2 to Palmer now. Trying to make contact. And there's a line drive to Ruby Hurtado and doubles them up at first. So a nice play, a bang-bang play to end the inning. What did I say? Good time for a double play. And Ruby comes in with a catch on a sinking line drive and doubles the runner up at first. That's just good baseball knowledge at this age and a great play.
That was a shoestring catch.
Yeah, shoestring catch, and what great timing to get Douglas out of that inning.
Yeah.
So once again, Common View did get 2 runs across, but they had an opportunity to do some more damage, and thanks to Miss Hurtado, she said, not tonight.
Big thank you to La Sierra Grill Steakhouse. They wish the Douglas All-Stars Miners all the best of luck. Located in Hereford, proudly supporting all of our athletes and teams. Don't forget about Taco Tuesday. They're serving lunch specials from 11 to 3 on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Their new hours, Tuesday for Taco Tuesday, tomorrow 11 to 7. Wednesday and Thursday from 3 to 7, Friday 11 to 8, and Saturday from 11 to 9 p.m. Visit LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net, where flavor lives. Thank you, Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for more than 10 years on residential and commercial plumbing projects, backed by a lifetime of industry experience. Proud supporters of local programs and athletes. Duran Plumbing. Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud supporters of our athletes as well. Thank you so much. If you're looking to buy or sell, make your first call to the Real Estate Professionals, located right behind Denny's in Sierra Vista on Fry Boulevard in the Long Realty building. Thank you as well going out to Copper Queen Community Hospital, supporting our young athletes, as well as a big thank you going out to MORSE Automotive Group. Cochise County is now backed by MORSE. Thank you as well going out to Desert RV in Huachuca City, building more than an RV business. They're giving back to you and the community in sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Learn more, desertrvcenter.com. All right, Bill, we go to the top of the sixth.
Pitching change for Canyon View. Gavin Bronstein in to pitch now for the boys from Tucson. So you got Pima County versus Cochise County here tonight. So Mateo Bendias at the plate leading off for the Douglas All-Stars here in the top of the sixth. First pitch from Bronstein, a bouncer to the shortstop, takes a crazy bounce, stays with it across the bag and gets him. So a nice play by the shortstop. He had a kind of a tailor-made hop, and then it kind of hugged the ground and stayed with it to throw out the runner. So one down here in the top of the sixth for the Douglas All-Stars.
And Chewy getting a little frustrated because
he didn't run it through the bag. I mean, you can overrun first base. There was no reason for him to hold up. First base swing and fouled off.
And you just never know in those situations where
but
might be able
look
to
at the
beat it
hop
out.
that the shortstop. I mean, he made a great play.
Be ready. Let's go, Gavin. Let's go,
Vladimir Hurtado at the plate. Second foul ball, and quickly 0-2. Pressure baseball for both teams. Win in advance, lose, and your season's over. 0-2 pitch, inside out down the right field line and into the corner. Vladimir rounding second. Here comes the throw, and they're going to hold it up and just run it back into the infield. A stand-up triple for Vladimir Hurtado, and he tagged that ball, like I said, inside out. He was on the inner half of the plate. He just kind of corkscrewed it down the right field line. So that'll bring up Gael Avachuco with a runner at third and one out. First pitch high, ball one, 1-0. I'm really impressed with both Hurtados, Ruby and Vladimir.
Cam, be ready, Cam.
You probably do a lot of practicing together.
I would imagine,
at
yeah.
home. Brother and sister.
Inside, and I believe their dad is one of the assistant coaches. Pass ball, here comes, and got him at the plate. Nice play by the pitcher covering, and put the glove down blocking the plate, and Hurtado slid right into it for the out. So quickly 2 down here in the Douglas half of the sixth.
With the backstop so close, I'm surprised they went for that one.
So Avachuco now in the batter's box with nobody on and 2 outs. So how the fortunes change very quickly. Misses outside, 3-1 the count. Now you got to remember the third base coach was the one that told him to go, and there's a base hit into center field for Avachuco. Throw back into first, safe. Now the outfielders are playing so shallow that they actually have a play in the infield on a base hit if they charge it, and that was the case there.
That was a good arm, too.
So Mateo Villalobos now at the plate with 1 on and 2 outs. And fly ball to right field, and that's going to be put away to end the inning. And what an inning for Canyon View on a couple of spectacular plays. and they are fired up, and they need to be because we're headed to the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, Canyon View is definitely sensing that they've got some new energy, some new confidence. Still 6-2, within reach though.
Yeah, they got to load the bases up for the tying run to come to the plate.
But you can sense that they feel now that they actually have some hope that they could possibly win.
A couple of good defensive gems in that half inning.
Thank you so much to our sponsors. Seniors helping seniors. Their caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations. Learn more at southernarizonaSHS.com. North Pole 520-487-4246. Thank you to our good friends at Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, proud supporters of our local athletes in the community we call home. Vista Pros, local, reliable, and professional. Available for you 24/7, 7 days a week if you've got any kind of heating or cooling repair type situation. Give them a call 24 hours a day. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC in Sierra Vista, pioneering a visionary approach centered on customer service. Visit them, prestigesierravista.com. TWN Communications, delivering affordable, reliable, high-speed internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. And American Southwest Credit Union, thank you so much for your support. At American Southwest Credit Union, your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's a little closer now. It's 6-2 with Douglas All-Stars Miners in the lead.
So remember, Jesus Dominguez now on the bump for Douglas as he came in relief in the last inning. So here we go. Now, a lot of times, Todd, good defensive plays like that can lead to instant offense, and there was a couple of gems, like we mentioned, by the Canyon View infield.
Douglas playing with some really good defense.
Ryder Vaccarello starting off here. First pitch, nice little curveball for a strike and an 0-1 count. Called strike. The ball got away from the catcher. But the count 0-2 now for Vaccarello. John Smalley, the Canyon View coach, done a fantastic job with the guys. And 3 pitches, 3 outs, and they caught him napping at the plate. That's a K backwards and the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. And actually, this is one of the first games that the Douglas Minor League or Minor All-Stars haven't run ruled the opposition. So Blake Barnes, the hitter now. Barnes hits a sharp ball under the glove of the shortstop into center field, and Barnes is on base now with a base hit.
Just kind of skipped and skimmed under his
Stayed
glove.
on the ground. Yeah, didn't get that hop up and went right under the glove. Henry Pearsall now trying to get Barnes over. 1 out here in the inning.
That was a hard hit ball.
Yeah, it was. He got some wood on it. Pearsall pops it up down the right field line and dropped by the right fielder. Now he had to wait once again. And he had to wait on that ball to see if it was going to be caught. It was dropped, and then that automatically forced him at second. And the right fielder threw it to the second baseman to force him out. No fault of Blake Barnes on that one. I mean, he just kind of caught in between, and he did the best he could do. It was a close play at second.
He got the out. That's all that matters.
So Otis Faring, the batter now with 2 outs. Curveball in there for a strike. That was a nice pitch. So Pearsall at first on the fielder's choice. or the error, whatever you want to look at it. He did drop the ball. Kind of hits a high fastball, skies it to center field, backing up over his head. And that's going to score a run for Canyon View. Oh, they held him up at third. Kind of a little bit surprising. Obviously, you don't want to make the third out of the plate, but you're also down 6-2, and sometimes you got to force the action and put the pressure on the defense.
Well, they know that Douglas got some good arms.
So I think you got to take your chance on that one. First pitch at the knees for a strike. And especially if this batter makes out, then it turns into a bad decision. So Blake Anthony at the plate now. Runners at second and third. And a ground ball bobbled by Hurtado. A run scores, and quickly 6-3. And Todd, that's going to bring the tying run to the plate. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, so Canyon View not going away.
Yeah, they are crawling back into this game.
And another base hit into right field is going to score another run, 6-4. And the runners at first and second, so the tying run is now on base. And here come the boys from Tucson. Jacob Smalley now the shortstop at the plate, and once again the catcher's going to go out to the pitcher and talk things over. So a nice 6-2 run or 2-out rally here for Canyon View, showing that they belong. And Douglas in a little bit of trouble now.
Yeah, it's Canyon View with a little bit of this momentum now.
And what did I tell you? The defensive plays in the last top of the inning sparked the offense, and that happened so many times. So Jacob Smalley at the plate with 2 on, tying run at first base. First pitch down the right field line. That's going to head foul. Not by a lot, but it is a foul ball. So he'll go back to the plate, and the runners will return to their base with an 0-1 count.
Lucky that was a foul ball.
That could have tied it up right there. Didn't miss by much. And now Canyon View starting to get the bats on the ball and driving it. 0-1 the count.
Ooh.
Things have stayed high, 1-1. This Douglas team, other than their first game loss, hasn't really had a close game. Bounces it low on the pitch, so 2-1 the count. You don't want to walk him because that puts the tying run in scoring position.
You get a little nerve-wracking here.
Up high, so ball 3-1, and Douglas a pitch away from loading him up. Cade Lee, the catcher, on deck. So they're going to be taken off at the pitch. And calls a strike. So 3-2, I believe it's going to be. They haven't updated the scoreboard. There you go. So now they can't leave till the ball crosses the plate, but they're going to get a little bit of a head start. And obviously with 2 outs going on the crack of the bat. And it's going to be dropped in to shortstop. It's too deep. And now you have the bases loaded, and Douglas in some serious jeopardy of losing this one. Once again, Canyon View's a home team. And there is no extra at bat for Douglas unless the score remains tied.
Is it 6 innings or 7 innings?
I think this level is 6. So bases loaded for Canyon View. Inside for a ball, 1-0. Appeal down to first, no swing. So bases loaded here. Douglas trying to work out of the jam. Gets behind the catcher. Pitcher laid off the mound, but no advancement by the runners. If you're that pitcher, you got to bust off that mound and cover home plate, especially in a 6-4 game.
He's got to throw strikes right now.
Yeah, no place to put the batter. It's 2-0. And a base hit to left field. That's going to pull him within one, and now it's going to tie it up. A throw to the plate way offline, and we've got a tie ball game. As Canyon View comes roaring back from a 6-2 deficit, 4 runs across the plate here in the inning, still only 2 out. All the damage done with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Mateo Moyer's now the batter and the winning run at second base.
Hey, umpire?
Blue.
Is it 7 innings or 6? Okay.
I thought it was 7 on the juniors.
Okay, yep, just making sure.
So last inning and the winning run, the walk-off run at second base. Fouled straight back, 0-1. So what a rally by Canyon View to come back from a 6-0 lead. Got 2 in the last inning and 4 big ones in this one to tie it up. And the boys from Tucson on a roll. Once again, fouled off behind the plate, out of play, 0-2 the count. So Douglas just trying to get out of the inning with a tie score, and we go to extras. It was all Douglas in the first part of the game, but the second half of the game, except Canyon View coming back, and the tie score. And popped it up. Called off by the shortstop to make the catch. And we're going to hit extra innings, but that's kind of appropriate with the weather delay that we had, that we're going to play a little bit more here in North Scottsdale. So at the end of 6 complete in regulation, we have a 6-6 tie.
Spread the word, folks. Share this post, share this video around wherever you're watching from, and rally your team, because we've got a tie ball game and we head to extra innings here in Scottsdale. What a game. Thank you so much to Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows with a distinguished history spanning 40 years. Offices in Tucson and Hereford. Pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. Discover more at stangreermillworks.com. And MORSE Automotive Group in Sierra Vista, inviting you to stop in and experience the difference. Cochise County is now backed by MORSE. BEREAN Academy, proud to support local sports where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Don't forget to sign up your child for the new fall school year and give them a call tomorrow, and you can take a tour of BEREAN Academy, proud supporters of our local sports. Big thank you as well to SSBEC, our presenting sports sponsor, powering our live youth sports coverage all year long. SSBEC, serving our community. Well, all right, we head to the 7th. Extra innings we go. Douglas is up to bat. You can't ask for more of a nail biter than this one, Bill.
We need to play some more. We had that weather delay. We need to play. We're not done yet. We need to play a little bit more. So a good game, 6-6, as the Canyon View All-Stars come roaring back.
Hey, you.
2 in the bottom of the 5th, 4 big ones in the bottom of the 6th. And a 6-6 tie. And what did I say at the top of the inning? A lot of times those good plays on defense translate to offense in the next at-bats for the team, and that's exactly what happened.
And Douglas has to find a way.
I need to renegotiate my contract.
That's why I locked you in for 10 years, so you can play that renegotiation game. Unfortunately, after 10 years, the contract doubles.
Yeah, if I make it that long, I'm already old.
You had to squirm that in.
But good game here in North Scottsdale with two teams fighting for their lives. It's an elimination game.
Number 14 up to bat. Okay, so they do it like the majors. They put a runner at second.
Yeah. So runner at second for Douglas and Julian Loretto, the batter.
That's cool that they kind of adopt the same thing as the majors.
Yeah. And kind of hit off the end of the bat to the second baseman, flips it over to first, but the runner does advance. So now at third base with one out, and that opens up a lot of opportunities. You can do a sacrifice fly. Let's see how they play the infield, because you don't want to give up that run and have to score in their half of the inning. Let's see if they play up at the corners. And they're playing normal depth, so we'll see where the ball's hit, if they go home or they get the out at first. First pitch misses 1-0. And a towering pop fly is going to be put away by the shortstop, and that's a huge out. 2 outs now, so no sac fly. They're going to have to get a base hit or an error to get the run home. And with the way Canyon View's playing, you got to score in this half inning because they're on fire.
Yeah, you got to at least get one run in. What a game we have here.
Arturo Diaz now at the plate. And they're going to walk him intentionally. He's been a thorn in their side tonight. And now runners at the corners. Now, you don't want to run yourself out of the inning, so you have to be very careful at first on an attempted steal.
Big moment here for Douglas.
First pitch, and puts it away to end the inning on a nice catch by the center fielder. He cut right in front of the right fielder. He is the captain of the outfield, but you got to back off. And a quick inning for Douglas. 1, 2, 3, as they go down quietly as we head to the Canyon View half of the inning. Still tied at 6.
They both were the outfielders were kind of looking at each other. Did you catch it or did I? Or do we
I
still
thought they
have
may
it?
run into each other.
I thought for sure that ball was going to pop out, but they hung on to it.
That would have been a run.
And they were obviously surprised.
They're looking
themselves.
at each other. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, did we really actually do this?
So Canyon View with all the momentum now, and for you 520 Sports Talk fans, we are going to have the Canyon View team on our show, win or lose, just because this has been such a fantastic game after an initial weather delay, and it was all Douglas, but Canyon View with their grit, flying back and coming back in the bottom of the 6th with 4 big runs to tie the game. So Mateo Villalobos now going to be the new Douglas pitcher.
Thank you to SSVEC, our presenting sports sponsor, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. Thank you as well going out to American Southwest Credit Union, proud to cheer on our hometown athletes. At American Southwest Credit Union, your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. TWN Communications, delivering affordable, reliable, high-speed internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, LLC in Sierra Vista. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. Thanks as well to Vista Pros. Our sports coverage brought to you by Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, supporters of our young athletes and the community we call home. Vista Pros, local, reliable, and professional. And thank you to Seniors Helping Seniors. Southern Arizona SHS.com. They show up ready to exceed expectations at Seniors Helping Seniors. And thank you to Desert RV as well for their support of our sports coverage. And we are now bottom of the 7th. This could be it. We'll see what happens.
All the momentum going Tucson Canyon View's way. Once again, runner at second to start the inning. And first pitch bounces on there for a ball. 1-0.
They start with the runner on second, like you said. So
Villalobos, the new pitcher. Bounce foul down the third baseline. And the count goes to 1-1. This is one of those games it's just a shame that one team has to lose, because it's been a whale of a game with Douglas with a fast start and Canyon View coming back in the late innings. First pitch on the inside corner for a strike, knee high. And the count 1-2. Villalobos is looking for that strikeout. And the 1-2 pitch. Slow roller to the shortstop. He's going to have to hurry. Goes to third and got the lead runner on a great play. And that basically is a base running mistake. You don't want to go to third base when the ball is in front of you. I'm not sure if the coach had him running or if he did it on his own, but that's a cardinal sin in baseball. And they ended up costing him. So now, instead of a runner on second, they've got a runner on first with one out. So a big play by the Douglas All-Stars.
Yeah, good heads up there.
Yeah, he kind of looked at first and then said, hey, I can go to third, and they nailed him at the third base bag. First pitch misses outside.
That was a huge out for Douglas.
Gavin Bronstein at the plate. Pitch just got a piece of it, and the count goes to 1-1. Blake Palmer on deck. Very animated Canyon View dugout cheering on their teammate. High strike, and 1-2 the count now. So big pitch here and a big opportunity at the plate. And the 1-2 pitch. And there's a line drive into center field. That's a base hit. They're going to stop the runner at second. And the winning run is in scoring position for Canyon View, with Blake Palmer coming to the plate. So one out. Double play in effect now with runners at first and second. Force at any bag on a ground ball. Let's see if he pitches them low to keep it on the ground. First pitch. He is squared around to bunt, but the ball got past him and both runners advanced. So now the winning run is at third base for Canyon View. So Palmer up there with a 0-1 count. Once again, low, but the catcher keeps it in front of him this time. The catcher's had a little problem catching the ball tonight. I know that Coach Chewy was angry at him before, telling him, yelling at him, catch the ball. So winning run at third base with one out. They need a strikeout here. Swing and a miss for strike two, 1-2. So Villalobos trying to get that K for the second out. And just got a piece of it to stay alive. So nice job at the plate, protecting the plate, and he'll get another whack at it. 1-2 the count. 1-2 pitch. Once again, just gets a piece of it to stay alive. And a good at bat for Palmer. So now we have a 1-2 count. Villalobos once again trying to get that strikeout for the second out. Popped up. Are they going to tag? And they don't tag as the relay comes back in. The pitcher cuts it off. So 2 outs now, not deep enough to tag. And Douglas an out away from getting out of the jam.
Well, if they get out of this one, that'll be a...
And Ryder Vaccarello at the plate with 2 outs now. Runner at second means nothing. Winning run at third base. First pitch low, ball 1. So what a game. Douglas comes out fast and Canyon View catches them at the end. And here we are in the bottom of the 7th. There's a bait. Cross the bait, and they get out of the jam.
I don't believe it. Wow.
As the Douglas fans breathe a sigh of relief, and the score remains tied. Canyon View had their opportunities and are turned away empty. So we go to the top of the 8th here in North Scottsdale with a 6-6 tie.
Unreal. What a game we have here, folks. Desert RV in Wichita City building more than an RV business. They're giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Learn more at desertrvcenter.com. Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, TV, and phone service. Visit allofiber.com. Back at Eagle Plumbing, they've been providing expert service throughout Cochise County for more than 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from small leaks to major repairs. Only a phone call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports. Sierra Toyota, they want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Thank you as well to Benny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, serving our community for over 45 years. Copper Queen Community Hospital, their therapy department, physical therapy department, open in Hereford. Schedule an appointment today with one of their doctors of physical therapy. Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. They also do pool cleaning services as well. Find them on Facebook or search Grasshopper Landscaping on Google. The Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, thank you so much for your support of our live stream sports coverage. And Sonic in Sierra Vista, don't forget, Wednesdays are Wacky Pack Wednesdays. Kids meals for just $2.49. Thursdays, corn dogs, 99 cents. And Phil, what a game.
What a game. It's a nail biter. Are you surprised anybody has any fingernails left? And we just found out that the winner gets Arcadia, and the winner of that will get High Desert. High Desert, the lone winners bracket team, still alive and automatically be put in to the championship game. So top of the order for Douglas as Ruby Hurtado leads it off, and she's had quite a tournament so far.
And Douglas starts with a runner on second base as well.
Once again, runner at second base on extra innings, and Hurtado at the plate.
Ooh.
Once again, she goes for that high fastball. That's her Achilles heel. She keeps going for that high fastball and giving the pitcher 4 strikes. Got a piece of it, but quickly down, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch up high. She laid off that one, 1-2. 2 games ago, Ruby hit short hop the fence in the right center field power alley, so she can put the bat on the ball. And gets underneath that one, and it's going to be the second baseman going into shallow right field to make the out for out number 1. So Mateo Mendia is now at the plate with one out. And your runner at second base. First pitch, nice fastball for a strike, 0-1. Boy, Douglas dodged a bullet in the bottom half of the last inning. And there's a just foul, I believe. Let's see, foul ball? Foul ball, didn't miss by much, but good call by the umpire, and he'll go back to the batter's box. Do the football first down. Oh, one pitch. High strike, and strikes him out looking. Actually, that was the 0-2 pitch. And quickly 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Can't do anything standing at the plate. Way ahead on an off-speed pitch, 0-1.
Play off. Get off the bat. Sorry.
Inside and low, 1-1. So 2 quick outs here for the Douglas All-Stars in the top of the 8th. And a line drive into right field for a base hit. Are they going to send him? They're going to take him back at third, and that was a wise decision as a nice throw in for corners now.
Perfect throw from the right fielder to the catcher.
2 outs. You run your butt off on everything, really. 2 outs. You run on anything.
And now Ruby Hurtado comes up. I guess somebody else has pink shoes. Swing and a miss, and there goes the runner. We're in the top of the inning, so now you have 2 runners in scoring position. And Hurtado at the plate. Bounces it down to the third baseman. Long throw across the bag, and got her by a half a step. And a nice bang-bang play, 5-3 if you're scoring. And that ends the inning. So at the end of 7.5 innings, we're still tied.
Big thank you to all of our sponsors who make our coverage possible. Our presenting sports sponsor, SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. And MORSE Automotive Group. Cochise County is now backed by MORSE. La Sierra Grill and Steakhouse in Hereford, proudly supporting all of our athletes and teams throughout Cochise County. They're serving lunch specials from 11 to 3. Don't forget Taco Tuesdays, 11 to 3 on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays for their lunch specials. Their new hours are Tuesday, 11 to 7, Wednesday and Thursday from 3 to 7, Friday, 11 to 8, and Saturday from 11 to 9. Visit La Sierra Grill Steakhouse.net. La Sierra Grill, where flavor lives. Big thank you to our good friends at Eagle Plumbing. They've been providing expert service throughout Cochise County for more than 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from small leaks to major repairs. Just one phone call away, Eagle Plumbing. And Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, TV, and phone service in Sierra Vista. Go to allofiber.com, now available in Sierra Vista. And it's all tied up 6 apiece. Watch out. And
I didn't bring my glove. So kind of going back and dissecting that last half inning, once again, the hitters keep going after that high strike, and that screwed their whole inning up.
well,
So here comes Canyon View now in the bottom half of the 8th.
and again, they start off with a runner on second in extra inning.
So after the weather delay, it's turned into a pretty nice night. Squares around the bunt, puts it down, and Going to second, nobody covering. And there it is, the winning run for Canyon View. And Canyon View comes back from a 6-0 deficit to take the game 7-6 here in North Scottsdale. Unfortunately, ending the Douglas Miners season as Canyon View advances to play, I believe, Arcadia tomorrow night. And winner will play High Desert after that. So final score, 7-6. The kids from Tucson advance after coming back from a 6-0 deficit. And boy, what a game we had here tonight.
And that will put a wrap on it for our live stream coverage. We will continue to follow the Douglas Juniors baseball team. Unfortunately, they weren't able to finish their game tonight, so they'll finish that on Wednesday night. And then hopefully if they win Wednesday with that one and what is it, 3/4 or whatever?
1 2/3 innings.
2/3 innings. If they win that on Wednesday, they were leading 6-0. Then they would play for a championship game on Friday. And then if they make it to the championship game, the juniors on Friday, we'll have it for you here on Cool FM Live.
All right. Actually, I need to go help him. I'll wait for
Number 7, Mateo Matias.
All right, folks, we will sign off. And we'll see you on Wednesday for the Douglas Juniors as they try to finish off that game that was called on Saturday night when the lights went out. And then we're going to try to root them on to victory here on Wednesday and hope for a championship game on Friday. Congratulations to the Douglas Miners. They were going for their 4th win in a row. What a great season overall for them. A talented team. They'll definitely be back next year, no doubt.
Number 10, Jesus.
All right, folks, till next time, we'll see you later this week as we follow the Douglas Juniors next on Cool FM Live. Thank you so much for following. Make sure you subscribe on our YouTube page, hit the subscribe button, and or on Facebook at Cool FM Live. Good night, everybody.